look at the production value of what a live stream looks like when I don't have internet bogging me down. I'm not being held down by the man. Usually the man's holding me down. Not this time, my friends. Not this time. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to I guess what would be considered a PigCast live. Maybe it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing as any other stream. However, the only difference is that now I've decided, hey, you know what? Let's put a little bit of effort. All right. You notice that there's a little bit of a green screen behind me, right? I didn't want to place it here close by and have the entire image be encompassed by a green screen. But I think it's a cool aesthetic, right? You're watching some, I believe, Japanese commercials from the 80s. That's what's taking place behind me. But that's kind of what I wanted to do here. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I want to be doing from now on. Maybe Sundays, maybe Wednesdays, depends on the ham radio schedule. Seeing that now that's going to be a thing. But here's the thing, and I want you to notice that it's completely possible for me to manage stuff, right? Like a ham radio, it's mostly like, oh, I have another person that I could go back and forth with. But the difference is that when I do it with ham radio, Daniel is really not a person. So when I'm bouncing back ideas or bouncing back topics, he's not paying attention. He's paying attention to shit on his phone, stuff that he's texting. He's not paying attention to the actual show itself. So I'm perfectly capable of doing it on my own, as you could see. I got transitions. Look at the zoom-ins. Look at that. I could do that all on my own, right? What is that? What's going on? But I guess the first and foremost thing is ASMR. I don't get it. And I want to start my streams, I guess, with the topic of whatever the title is. And this one is ASMR. And this is something that I've looked at previously, right? And I think I've made videos about it. But I finally found a video that I was referring to about a child that got interrupted by his dad while he was in the middle of ASMR. And I honestly think that we deserve all the bad things that have come to us, especially when it comes to this past couple years with COVID. We really hold ourselves as humans to too high of a regard. And whenever you see an ASMR video show up on your feed, that should be further proof that we've been given too much as a society. We've become too comfortable, too complacent, right? So you look at an ASMR video and you're disgusted immediately. Because what's going on? These people are making up stuff. They're making things up as they go along. Oh, look, here's a process to get you to feel tingles. Tingles? The fuck are tingles? My goodness. I'm shaking at the thought. When you play porn on the green screen, production value will be top notch. Well, here's the thing. I got kicked out of my Pornhub account, right? I had a Pornhub account, PigCake68, where I had some X-rated videos, right, that are magic related. Nothing with me naked, don't worry, but me reviewing certain products that would be deemed as not YouTube worthy. And what ended up happening is that they required verification or some shit within a certain allotted time period, and I didn't meet that certification. And I think my account is permanently gone. And I spent good time on those videos. There was one that was a review. Right, there was a review of what do you call this? A penis deck that was sent to me by a current member of a anti-fascist organization, but it was sent to me, and I reviewed the penis deck, and that was fun, right? But I also like there's another deck that's like a woman deck, like all a bunch of naked women that was obviously bought at a porn store. But the video that I found, which was a TikTok, it's an ASMR TikTok video, and I finally found it after looking for it forever. Let me see if I could pull it up here. So this is the true test, right? This is the true test of my production. As you can see, I've spared no expense, right? You got a microphone. I have an interface that I stole from a friend, right? Things are going on here, my friends. People made fun of my channel, saying, "Hey, look at this. This guy's streaming off a phone." I got shit on by those Australian guys, right? I got shat on because when I did their podcast, it kept glitching in and out because I was doing it on the phone. No more, baby. No more. For the low cost of $50 a month to T-Mobile. That's essentially what the cost is to do good production streams. But I'm kind of excited. I don't want to be gay about it, but I like that there's a new dynamic, right? Before I couldn't do things, I couldn't pull things up, whereas now I could only pull things up, right? That's the point. So the video that I found was something that I was looking for ages, and it's a kid in a bedroom, right? Let me see if I could pull this up here. Look at that, transitions and everything, right? Let me make sure show the screen. Look at that. Look at that. So this is the video that I found forever ago, and I wanted to find this one, and it's really hard to find because if you look up ASMR fail, there are just so many. There's like farts. There's gross things that people consider to be ASMR, and all for the tingles. So this one is my favorite one because this kid is going to be in the middle of doing a little process, right, to maybe get the people to get their tingles out. And what ends up happening is, well, you'll see. You'll see. We'll watch it together, my friends. That's the point of this interactive live stream. Although I do hate the fact that the monitor is there, and I always want to be looking at the camera. That's one of my rules when it comes to videos. Always look at the camera. Don't look at the monitor. Don't look at the other thing, because then people think that you're self-absorbed. So I don't want to do that. So this is going to be fairly difficult for me to do. But let's see if we could play this here. You could hear it.
Did you get suspended again?
No, Dad, I didn't.
What did you do this time?
I didn't do anything, Dad. I promise, man.
Come on, man. You're...
Relax.
See how rough that is?
Did you get suspended again?
See how rough that is? Right? And this could just be a bit. This could just simply be a bit, and this could just be he tells his dad, hey man, come and interrupt me. But I don't think he's capable of that level of thought when it comes to that particular age. So I don't think that this is a bit. I think that this is completely unironic. I'm sorry. This is how I'm also testing a stream, that I'm watching it here on my own, just to make sure that it's not dying a death. So I look at this, the effort that I go through for production value and to make sure that you're getting a decent stream and not something that I pulled out of my asshole. But this is what I love about this style of video. I compare this to like, there are certain videos on X-rated websites of people getting caught, right? I think this is more embarrassing than getting caught in a sexually compromising position. I think it's definitely way more embarrassing to be caught doing some weird fucking thing to a microphone. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't understand it. And people have made careers on ASMR. My friends, the boys, the Rise Magic kids. I call them kids. That's how old I'm getting. But those guys, look at this. Look at this transition. Never would have thought you would have seen production value on this channel to this extent. But the Rise Magic dudes, they've been killing it. They found a little niche audience when it came to ASMR cardistry, and it turns out that there was an audience for that, and now they've thrived because of that. So I'm the idiot. I'm the retard that's not understanding it, because obviously there's an audience for it. It's just not me. It's just not me, because I'm a normal, ordinary human being. So whenever I see stuff like that, it angers me, especially because they make it seem like there's some sort of scientific process. So they have like different tricks and stuff they do. But really, all you're doing is tapping on a microphone. All you're doing is fucking just, holding something that makes sound very close to a microphone. And they're not even using high-quality microphones. I find that they're using the Blue Yetis that every wannabe streamer gets as his first microphone. Mind you, I have that microphone, but I stole it. I stole it from Daniel, as he's stolen many things from me. So that's a small price to pay. But you know what? Now you got actual production value. Daniel hanging dong is ASMR. Daniel was hanging dong yesterday. We went to buy cigars, and I wish I would have taken a picture because I would have pulled it up. Mind you, this is coming from an individual that's jumped on the new trend of everybody that's under the age of 20 getting dangling earrings, right? But I've been wanting to get them for a while, and I'm way above the age of 20. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. Might as well do it. But Daniel took another trend to heart, and that is wearing 3-inch inseam shorts. So if you're unfamiliar with what 3-inch inseam shorts look like, let me see if I could find 3-inch inseam shorts. And he wore this unironically with an oversized t-shirt. So this is what I was looking at yesterday, trying to purchase cigars. And meanwhile, seeing Daniel's nuts hanging off the side of his shorts. So mind you, when I look this up, all that comes up are chicks, right? So what comes up are chicks. And I hate that I have to use Bing, but I'm using Edge because it's less resource intensive. I'm sorry. I apologize. So let's see if we could show you this here. 3-inch inseams. I should write shorts as well. Shorts. Although let me tell you, I'm not comfortable right now because I just pressed enter on Microsoft Bing and it hasn't loaded yet. So why is it taking so long for it to load? I don't know if I like that. I'm here talking about production value, and Microsoft Bing can't fucking load 4 pictures of inseam shorts. You know what? Let's just go to all, because I know they had a little preview there. Oh, is this a preview as to what's going to happen when I show a video later? I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. So this is the equivalent of what Daniel was wearing yesterday. Let me see if I could go back to this right here. This right here are 3-inch inseam shorts. And Daniel was unironically wearing 3-inch inseam shorts at a cigar store yesterday. So that's what I was exposed to with my poor eyes, my limit is 5-inch inseam shorts, because those are right above the knee. That's fine. That's acceptable. I don't want to see your whole thigh. But it seems to be a trend among the youth to wear shorts that low as a man. And I definitely think we're going back to we keep reverting back because the current time period sucks, right? So things that were popular in like the 80s, the 70s, that's coming back to life. Really short shorts, tight stuff. Remember in the late 90s, everything was loose. Right, you had people wearing jerseys that were 9 times their size. Now we're going way back. We're going to the 80s. We're going to the 70s. Soon enough, these kids are going to discover the drugs that were prevalent in the 60s. That's what's going to happen. And they're going to think that they're the ones that discovered it, which is the most annoying part. Because to them, they think, oh, look, this is us. We made this. No, you fucking didn't. No, you fucking didn't. You're 12 years old. Sit the fuck down. Jesus. With legs that sexy, I can't hide them, bro. Jesus. This video remembers me. Okay, I'll take that from you because you've dropped some pretty fucking tremendous artwork that I use as my wallpaper, by the way. Unironically, look at that. My wallpaper is, let me see if I could show this without compromising anything, even though everything's already been compromised. But look at that, right? This is my wallpaper. It's your depiction of the King of Spades holding stuff there. So it all goes in cycles. Yeah, it all goes in cycles. But the frustrating part is that the youth thinks that they invented it, right? Look at this, by the way. Look at this. So did I? Oh, wrong one. Whoops. Right here. Okay. So this I mentioned this in one of my previous streams. For those of you guys that don't think that I'm down with the brown, right? Hey, PigCake, we noticed that about a year and a half ago you didn't post a black square on your Instagram feed. What's up with that, man? I don't need to. I live it. Right? I don't need to. Why would I need to post a black square when I live it? Look at that. I'm doing it every day, my friends. Diet check, grape soda. If that lets you know what tax bracket I'm a part of, without me actually having to say what tax bracket I'm a part of, just by the fact that I'm holding a cold grape soda check, which means that, I purchased this unironically. And you know what? I've also drank it unironically. So that lets you know. That lets you know which tax bracket I joined as a member of the United States tax-paying bracket, right? Let's see, Magnum PI style. They're appropriating your culture. But yeah, the other one that I also found is Magic ASMR. So the Magic ASMR is a thing, and people have told me about this guy's account named JoJo, right? JoJo's ASMR, and I don't know if that's very distracting, right? That thing in the background is very distracting. I thought it would be cool. What's going on here? I hear something in the background. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've been looping the dad bitching at his kid in the background all this time. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I played around with having like the wallpaper of the news studio that I used in some of my videos. But I figured this would be cooler. Like, let me just have like a running video in the back, like old VHS, but you can't even see it. You can't even see it that well because I'm completely encompassing it. But that's fine. You know what? We live and we learn, right? Just like all the elderly white women that think they're unique for putting up live, laugh, and learn on their above their kitchen like the door to their kitchen, right? That's my mother too. My mom has a bunch of those unironically placed around the house, just like hearts saying, success is only a measure of how much you love, things like that. So that's don't keep it. It to distract Ive. Well, I think you have other problems, Ethan, just based on the way you wrote that. So I think that this is actually the least of your problems if you wrote like that. But I might decide on something else. Who knows? I might just say fuck it and put hardcore pornography in the background, like I did in one of my parties. By the way, I had a party at my old place that was kind of a big place, and I had this a couple years ago, and I thought, it'd be funny. Let me put porn on the projector, right? Let me put pornography on a projector, just as a gag, and I put like funny porn, like humorous porn, and some people found that funny. There was I would say a 80-20 split. And, even the girls that were there, they found that funny. And I'm like, okay, haha, see, they could play. But then there's 20% of the people that were appalled. They're like, you need to take that off right now. You need to remove that from the wall, or I'm going to, it's like they were very aggressive. I think that they said, or I'm going to leave. And one of the people turned it off. And I was upset because I'm like, hey, I'm hosting this, right? If I want to put porn on the wall, it's up to me. All right, that's up to me. If you don't like it, we could just get on out. But that was a fun time. Have a good stream. I'm heading back north. Jesus. So I'm sorry that you're so busy. I'm like, oh man, let's have a beer. Let's enjoy a cigar together. But no, you're like, oh, I got to do stuff. And then if we zoom out like it's Grand Theft Auto and zoom in into what you're doing when you say you're busy, you're in your room scratching your nuts. You're like, oh, man, so hard right now. Things are so hard. I'm so busy right now. And you get distracted by like TikTok videos. That's what it seems like it would be. Drank or drunk it, says Daniel. I forgot what it was that I was referring to that you said that. But yeah, JoJo's ASMR. Let me go back on topic here. I have a list of stuff on my phone that I should actually track as opposed to getting distracted. But JoJo's ASMR is one of these channels. There's JoJo and there's Dito ASMR. And they used to do more magic related stuff, but they don't do that anymore, which is kind of a shame because that's what I was looking forward to. I wanted to see that sort of stuff. I wanted to see the card magic, and it's like 30 minutes of ASMR that'll fool you. And they're like touching the cards and the shit. Let me see if I could pull it up here. Look at that. Again, production value. Hopefully I'm going to be allowed to put this at a decent. Okay, so I'm actually getting ads here. So JoJo or Dito, I don't know which one this one is, but he's getting a PewDiePie ad. So whatever he's doing is working, right? Not now. So let me see if I could go back here. First of all, let me put this at a quality that I know is not going to bog down my shit. Fucking 720p. Yeah, let me show you a video at 720p on a wireless T-Mobile home internet connection. Are you fucking memeing me right now? So let's go to this. Let's see if I could play it to show you what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Production value. But this is still what I don't understand, though. Like, this is the part that I don't get because obviously he's using kind of like a standard microphone. And look at the views. 632,000 views of people that have watched this. And look at the ratio of likes to dislikes. He has 33,000 likes and only 530 dislikes. So people like this. There's an audience for this. Let's check out what he decides to do here. Oh, another thing, before I forget. I got an email that one of my videos got taken down for copyright, like a copyright issue. It was Jabrizi's video. It was a video where, not the video where I'm talking about the 5 reasons why magic's dead, but another video where I'm watching his stuff on a live stream from like 2.5 years ago, and he took that video down. So, okay. Oh, you see this? This is interesting, right? I guess the video doesn't translate to this, so right now it's just the background. Look at that production value. So yeah, Jabrizi took down one of my videos while I was watching his stuff. I think he's maybe preparing. He hasn't messaged me back about the argument that we're going to have, but I can't wait. I'm hyped. People keep tagging me on videos where he's practicing boxing. I mean, Let's not do that because that's not going to be a good. It's not going to be a good fight if we come to blows because he's trained or training, and the only training I have is I don't know magic tricks, like unironically. So and he's big and let's be honest, he's one of the type of people that drink grape soda as well, right? And so they're naturally strong. What you mean by there? You know what I mean, right? So let's watch this. This is ASMR fooling you. Let me put the audio on.
Display a game. This video has just some of my best card tricks, and I can guarantee that about 99% of people who watch this video will be fooled by at least one of the following tricks that I'm going to show you in this video.
Is that part of it?
So here's
I don't know if there's anybody that's a fan of ASMR, but is part of it whispering? Because I would think that normal voice would also be ASMR technically, right? So is the whispering part too? I guess maybe that's the part that gets you the tingles. But right now, I'm just wondering as to why he's whispering. Because as a logical human being, maybe if I'm not like, let's say I'm not familiar with ASMR and I accidentally click on this video, I'd be thinking that maybe he has like a parent in the other room that if he talks loud, he's going to get the shit beat out of him. That's what I'm thinking, right? But as far as this, I think that's the main aesthetic is like that weird, odd fucking whispering to it. But then he does the card tricks that he's labeled. Oh no, he has a fucking sponsor break for Manscaped, which they reached out to me, but they never fucking sent me back a reply. I said, yeah, of course I want to do a sponsorship with Manscaped. Are you kidding me? I shave my nuts every other day. They didn't respond to that. So let's see this. So he's shuffling. Oh, fuck, I gave him an ad here. So he says he's going to fool me with card trick. Okay. Doing classic cardistry stuff. Every cardistry virgin does this move, right? Almost to a fault. Although, I don't like that he's not shuffling near the microphone. I feel like that's part of it. If he's doing ASMR stuff, the cards should be very near the microphone. Ooh, I almost got tingles from that. Okay, so where's the fooling part? I'm waiting to get fooled here. Okay. Nice little, we call it in the business a dovetail shuffle, right? Lets you know, if you refer to it as a dovetail shuffle, it lets you know that you're probably on the registry. So, okay. I'm waiting for the fooling part. I guess that's after the shuffles. 4-ace production. Okay, so all this is spoiler for a 4-ace production. Okay. Well, I got to tell you, that's probably the easiest 4-ace production I've ever seen in my life. And so far, I have no tingles. I'm not even semi-chubby right now. Okay.
And so with this trick, it's not even really a card trick. It's more of a gambling exercise. With this exercise,
This makes me uncomfortable.
is on top of the deck. And all I'm going to do is give the cards a shuffle.
Okay. You know, I don't usually judge people on their breaks, but I could drive a semi through that break. You know, again, I don't want to be a virgin, but sometimes you have to be. What's going on? What's happening right now?
And all my goal is
So, okay. All right. I'm going to stop this because I think that's all I could tolerate of that. But as far as what this is, right, here's the part that I don't get. Is just, so if I whisper in any video, that's ASMR. That's going to get me the views. I've tried making ASMR videos before. It hasn't worked. It didn't work. It was, what do you call this? It was like the puzzle video that I tried making forever ago. I'm like, oh man, it's working for Ramsey. Let me see if I could do a puzzle video on my own and get some of those sweet, sweet puzzle views. How's that for ASMR? No, it didn't work. Didn't work. And I spent 2.5 hours doing a puzzle, trying to solve a puzzle on camera, having to change memory cards for what is a 20-minute video that got 275 views. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm fine. This puzzle stuff is way advanced it's too advanced for me. If you do it legitimately, right? Because I could have faked it. I could have just been like, oh, let me just figure this out and do it, which is what I imagine most of them do anyways. They know what the thing is and they just try to make it entertaining. along the way. They're not legitimately solving it. Maybe some of them, but not all of them. There's no fucking way. So if you're doing it that way, I guess you can make the video entertaining, right? But if you're legitimately trying to solve the puzzle on camera without wanting to change memory cards or lose your fucking mind, yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. And I like puzzles. I like doing the little things, setting it up, figuring them out and seeing different ways to do it. But no, to do it on camera and make it content, that's like video games. The other day I tried doing a stream where I'm playing a couple of games. I hate it because you're playing video games is different than making like content. And if you're doing it on the other channel and you gotta fucking do your little thing, you're having to at least make it somewhat entertaining. It reminds me again, not to beat Daniel with a dead horse, but Daniel's like, hey man, you mind if I play Doom? Do like a Doom live stream on ham radio. I'm like, all right, yeah, just to make it a thing. And it was Daniel not talking with the camera pointing at himself, playing Doom. And every 5 minutes he'd be like, yeah, this is pretty hard. I'm like, that's not a video. That's not a fucking, you might as well have not like fucking done a live stream. I don't get what's the point of wanting to do it with people if you're not going to interact, but that's not easy. That's not easy. And it makes you take focus away from the game, which I'm not a fan of. So I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of those. I might on PigCake Plus, if you're into that sort of stuff. I was trying to get Quake to work the other day, the original Quake, and do a live stream because that's a game I could have fun with. But like a game that requires effort, no, man, that thing sucks. You need to do 3D audio as well. That's another rabbit hole that I fell into. Watching 8D remixes of songs. So I'm listening to the 1975s, somebody else, but in 8D. And I'm like, somebody clearly doesn't understand what the fuck dimensions are. Because you could call it 8D, but it's not 8D, People are like, oh my God, this 8D is tremendous. And I guess that's ASMR too. Because shit's going on around you, right? And maybe that could get you the fucking tingles that all these people are looking for. So hold up. The other topic here, my wild topic, I guess magic related, right? Penguin sent me these cards recently, which are kind of interesting. Now, usually when Penguin sends me playing cards, right? When they send me playing cards, I don't like playing cards. Let's just make that clear. I'm not a fan of playing cards, right? I get it. There's like cool designs or whatnot, and they're all well made. It's not like they're made shittily, right? But I'm not a huge fan of playing cards. Like I wish that maybe I did something else so that people would send me cool stuff, and I'm grateful, right? But this deck is fucking great. This is a deck that's based on the movie. I forgot what the movie is now, but Room 237, right? With Jack Nicholson. What's the name of the fucking movie? It's like one of the most fucking famous horror movies of all time. And I'm here having a mental blank as to what the movie actually is. But I forgot what it is. But the cards are tremendously well made. And usually I hate having like, it's funny if I put people that I like on the court cards. Like I'm going to put people that I like and my girlfriend at the time on the court cards. Now, everybody does that. Right? But this one's kind of cool because you have like Shelley Duvall. You have... I think what is supposed to be somewhat of a crazed Jack Nicholson. Not really. I guess they have to change it to not have complete fuckery when it comes to copyright. But that looks enough like Shelley Duvall that I think they could get away with it. Make sure here. Look at that. Right. I don't know if that's going to be in focus because the thing is probably focusing on my shit. The Shining. There you go. The fucking Shining. I can't believe I forgot the name of that. But the cards, the back is like the carpet from the movie, right? Fucking A, man. When I got these, I was very impressed with them. I think they're coming out in a couple days. But again, usually when they send them, I'm like, okay, they're nice, but I'll use them in videos. But I'm not a huge, like the Wranglers. I'm not a huge fan of the Wrangler playing cards. The other one was cool. The Red Rockets were pretty cool. This one is fucking legit. This is fucking legit. So I like this sort of stuff. Right, but I'm not a huge fan. Again, I'm not a huge fan of playing cards. Like, I'm really not. And I know people send them out all the time. But I'm going to use them in videos. I'm going to meme them. And I think Murphy stopped sending me decks of cards because they watched the videos. And the videos are me complaining about the quality of the cards with damage that I caused the cards. Right, so I would use a blowtorch to open up the cards and then complain about burn damage and their shipping control, quality control. And they stopped sending me playing cards because of that. So, I mean, that was at least a fun little time when they were sending me stuff. But Penguin hasn't stopped. They haven't stopped sending me stuff. And maybe that's because I need to maybe do the same stuff that I did with Murphy's. Like I need to complain about the condition of the cards with damage that I cause, or talk about insignificant things like the flaps. Like, oh, you know, the flaps usually are more pronounced, but these flaps, I'm not a huge fan. What do you have, a random saw in your background? That right there is the world famous PigCake saw. Dan Pizza, who's the man, the myth, the legend, one of my favorite people on the planet. He made a saw for me with my logo. There's a card revelation there. It's beautifully made. He saw that I was using a saw in my old videos to open up playing cards, right? So that's another thing I would do. I'd open up playing cards with table saws. And he decided to make one with my logo on it. It's a fucking brilliant guy. He also made some shirts for me. He would care so much about the most minute details, like, oh, the feeling of the shirt, how the ink lays on the shirt, how the ink lasts on the shirt. The guy's a fucking tremendous dude. But he made me that, and I'm eternally grateful. So that's a PigCake brand saw. I also get that question anytime somebody comes in and they're like, hey, man, what the fuck is that? Well, I guess it works as a weapon, too, right? Some shit goes down. Some crackhead decides to crack their way into my abode. Well, you're going to get a PigCake saw in your urethra. Ooh. The other topic that I wrote for myself here, which is I've been walking a lot. Right, I've been walking a lot, 8 miles a day, pretty much, 5 miles on days where I'm lazy, but enough to burn the calories. And I know that it's not the most efficient way of burning calories, but you're thinking of stuff when you're walking, right? So it's a great little, I guess, meditative thing for you to do. So I recommend everybody walk. However, you see things, right? You see things. I saw a couple arguing the other day, and usually before, I'm not a man to want to interact with people going about their business, but now I'm asking questions, right? I'm getting involved. I'm having old ladies tell me to put on a mask when I'm in a street, asking me where my mask is. That was a fun one a couple of days ago. Walking on the sidewalk, she's 27 feet away from me, and she goes, "Hey man, where's your mask?" I go, I pretended not to hear her. I go, I'm sorry, excuse me. And she goes, "You need to have a mask on." She said kind of bitchy. So I told her to mind her business. I told her to mind her business. She was 30 feet away from me. There's no way, nothing. There's nothing happening with that. We're outside. We're not indoors. Don't tell me what to do. All right? That's the other part. But there was a couple arguing in front of me, and I noticed that they were having some weird... They were on a scooter, one of these fucking scooters that I hate, and they were on it like Aladdin on a carpet. And the woman with the guy was very attractive. And what I noticed is that they were in an argument on the scooter. So they were kind of going back and forth on the actual scooter, and they were fucking screaming at each other. So then he drops her off, and he goes, and she's kind of looking like, I don't know what happened. That's how she talked. Because I go, "Hey, what was that about? Like, what happened with that?" And she goes, "Oh, no. He's just not good. He's not a good man." I'm like, "Okay, all right. But you guys came here on a scooter together." She goes, "Yes, but he's not good. He's not a good man." I just kept walking. But that's interesting. That's interesting to me. Little things like that. So if you walk, you see that, right? Instead of not walking. And I wouldn't have seen that. So I recommend it. You get into little scenarios with people. It's fun. It's fun having backs and forths. Speaking of Dan No Pizza, the new deck has the rest of the pig cake that is cut in your logo. You're talking about yeah. If you're referring to the pig cake deck, which is in the works still, 3 years later. But yeah, somewhat. That's kind of the point. I didn't mention what it actually is called. I called it the TMP deck, right? Some people mentioned what it is. I didn't want to mention it. I guess I'll do it when I'm actually closer to the actual launch of the cards. But TMP obviously stands for something, and I like the little thing, the metaphor. It's cake based. Obviously, the whole deck's going to be cake based, but it's not going to be obnoxious. And I dig it. I dig the back, and again, you could see it. You could see it on the 50K video. So I'm happy with the way it came out. It's just been a little while to figure things out when it comes to the deck. What's up, Piggy? Present Professor. Okay, that's hot. But yeah, so you get into weird things and weird altercations with people when it comes to walking around, and it's fun. You lose weight, and you're also thinking a lot about stuff and ideas. So I recommend it. Every person that's been something has walked. Like, well, he's dead now, but who's the guy from Apple? Steve Jobs, right? He's a big proponent of that. I think Bill Gates. So you should do it. The other thing that I've noticed while walking is that the hottest girls drive the ugliest cars. So I don't know what it is about having a 2005 Honda Civic, right, with no muffler. It's not that it's like you have a bad muffler. It's that you have no muffler, and I could hear you from around the corner. But once I see you, right, you're a 10 out of 10. I don't get what it is. Right, and I think being in a car like that makes you more attractive to me as a man if you're a female and you are driving a bad car, because it lets me know that you're working, right? You're working for it. You're doing it. You're not just driving like, and I guess, yeah, if you're driving a Mercedes or whatever, BMW, yeah, you could have worked for that. But I'm ignorant, right? So I see that, I'm like, oh, who bought you that? That's my ignorant. And again, that's me admitting at my ignorance, right? So that's a good step in the right direction. But if I see a girl driving a Honda Civic immediately, right? That's a call to my bone phone, my friends. That's a call to my bone phone. And I want to pick up. I want to have a conversation with you on my bone phone. If I see you driving like a 2001 Jeep Wrangler manual, right? But you didn't take care of it. So it's like rusty on some parts like that. To me, yes, please take me. That's how I feel. But I've noticed that walking a lot, that the most attractive females drive the ugliest cars, and I'm for it. I want to get in your car and push shit out of the way. That's something that I want to do. I want to be able to snug in there and have to like push away stuff from your old car. Deck progression equals subscriber base. Yeah, right. It's definitely the same sort of level of growth, right? I remember seeing on Social Blade a couple years ago, hey, you might reach 100K by the year 2028. Like, okay, I could deal with that by 2028, having 100,000 subscribers. That seems like a normal rate, right? That's a good progression. Well, now I'm going into the negatives. I'm going into the losing subscribers. So I imagine that YouTube's purging all the accounts that aren't necessarily up to date, or the accounts that are invalid or fake or whatever. I'm purging all of those, which I'm for, right? That's just a number. Mind you, I'm saying this because I don't have a lot of subscribers, right? But if I had a lot, I wouldn't be saying this. So keep that in mind, right? So I'm just pointing out my hypocrisy from the start. But yeah, I'm not a fan. Or sorry, I am a fan. I am a fan of the fact that they're doing that, because it makes it more real, it makes it more realistic, right? I wish that I had the legitimate number of people that are actively subscribed. That's what I want. I have a fucking moto taxi, a kind of public service in Mexico. You could search it, and everybody thinks that I'm a burglar. Are you talking about like a scooter? I've seen those where they have scooters and scooter Ubers. So you get on like one of these little, I call them mopeds, like 50cc engines. You have a little fucking like an engine from essentially a box fan, right? And that runs your ride. And those are Ubers in certain countries. I don't understand the disregard for human life, but I like it. I don't understand it, but I like it because we deserve it for making things like ASMR. The other ASMR channel here is, I guess, Dito ASMR, and he did some card tricks before. But again, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Let me see if I could skip the ad here. This guy's really getting some good quality ads. He's getting an ad for one of these dudes that tell you how to make money, but they make money by making people buy courses on how to learn how to make money. That's like a whole circle clusterfuck. So let's see this guy. This is Dito ASMR, but I think they're copying each other. I think think that there's going to be some beef in the ASMR magic community. Let's see if we can go back to this right here. Look at that. Look at that production value. Let's see what this guy does that's different. Okay. I didn't watch this video beforehand, by the way. I apologize. I didn't watch this video, and I should have, just to not have watched it or not watched it again. What the fuck is this? Is this done unironically? Let me see the comments here. Sorry about the editing error. Oh, I've been waiting for magic ASMR that doesn't involve cards. Nice. Natalie Morales. Sounds like a chick. That's wild. Wow, I got this kit when I was 8 years old, so I guess this is a kit, maybe? What is that? What the fuck is he doing?
How's it going? And welcome to a very special Magic Monday tonight. And that is welcome to the very first ever magic show.
I really don't understand why we're allowed to be free as a society. You know what? I'm usually anti-communism. No, now I'm for it. I think that next I'm gonna get one of those Che Guevara shirts and give my mom a heart attack, just because I think that we need to be told what we can and can't do by our government. And this is one of the exact reasons as to why this shit. I don't get what the there's a lot of mouth noise, which aggravates me to want to change up a bunch of lives at the Near My Mall, right? I don't get that. I don't get how people, you want to remove mouth noises from videos, right? So you want to go out of your way. There's a bunch of plugins that remove those noises. This guy wants to amplify that shit. And I don't know what the fuck that was the beginning. I guess that's like his little cute intro where he just starts making weird gurgling noises as if he's passing away. I don't get it.
Magic show.
Okay, let's wait till he actually does a fucking trick, though.
That is right. Tonight, I will be performing a whole variety.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's skip through it. All right, let's see your cups and balls with fucking the tingles.
Fun rendition of a cups and balls routine.
Okay, I guess he's rubbing the cups against the fucking microphone. Okay, that's enough rubbing.
So we have with us a red cup.
Oh, fuck.
A yellow cup.
Is he gonna... Oh,
and
man.
a blue cup. And in this rendition of a cups and balls trick, I am going to attempt to make each of these three balls disappear. So without further ado, let's
People watch this. This is a part that's also, you know what? I'm gonna complain, right? See, at my channel, I provide nothing but quality content, right? You got some funny jokes. You got some crazy card tricks every once in a while. I don't get 72,000 views. I don't get fucking 72,000 fucking views on a video. I want to get 72,000 views on a video because the quality of the video, I think, is that should supersede that. But then again, this guy's doing mouth noises into a microphone, doing cups and balls from a children's magic set. 72,000 views. Am I going to sell out? Should I sell out and legitimately try it, like unironically? And then when people join my channel for the fact that I've been doing ASMR at some point, just make a video where I completely lose my entire subscriber base or my new subscriber base by calling them retards or cunts or mentally ill. Right? And again, in jest, I'm saying that in jest. I'm not saying that all people that enjoy ASMR are mentally ill. Most of them. I think most of them.
And balls trick. So, to begin, I'm going to be taking the cup with the red cup ball. And we'll begin by making the red balls.
Okay. The red balls.
Tap, tap, tap.
Oh, the fucking taps.
Next, we'll move on to the yellow cups.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to make that one disappear.
Okay. I don't get this. If anybody does this or watches this unironically, please let me know. Please let me know. I mean, the Rise Magic kids, right? They do it. Oh, fuck me. But they're hot, right? Chandler and Grant, they're hot. And they're doing it with like artistry. And I don't think they're doing ASMR with their voices. I don't think they're there going, I'm going to show you an ASMR artistry collection. I think they're just introducing a video and then letting the noise of the cards, right? That's kind of cool. That I could get with. But awkwardly whispering into a microphone? No. That's not it, my friend. Live streams are terrible for the algorithm. Everything is terrible for the algorithm. I don't think there's anything that's good for the algorithm. People say, oh, you know, it fakes engagement. It does the thing. I'm already fucked because most of my videos on this channel are unlisted and put on Patreon. And those videos get like enough views that people watch them on Patreon, but not like YouTube views. So I'm sure that's also fucking it up. So there's a lot of things. So it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter if live streams hurt or help engagement. I was considering, maybe I should live stream on the PigCake Plus channel. And then what I do is that I just send the videos and I put them there so that they don't affect, I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like I want to put it here because there's a channel, right? So why not? Why not? I was almost considering it. It won't hurt to sell out for a week, right? But that's what I want to do. I want to gain a new audience of people that are ASMR enthusiasts, keep them for like, 2 months, right? And then make a video where the truth comes out. Like, hey, you guys, your parents took thalidomide, and now you guys came out of that. So what are you going to say about that, huh? What are you going to say about that? Tip tap, stupid bitch. But as far as the, let's see, I know that I went on hot girls drive the ugliest cars, dumb old women in lines. I think once you get to a certain age, you stop giving a fuck, right? And I'm not for that. I'm of the same mentality of that movie where they throw the old people once they hit 77. I forgot what that movie's called, Midsummer. Right, with the dumb, oh man, the ending of that movie. I'm shaking out of anger thinking as to that dumb bitch in the movie smiling at the end just because she didn't want to get away from her relationship. And instead, she chose to have her boyfriend burn in a bear outfit in a shack. And she's like, I did a good thing. It's like, you could have, broken up with him. That would have been better, right? I think that would have been a better ending. But they kill the people once they reach 77. There was a lady in front of me in Big Lots, which is kind of like, I don't want to say ghetto store, but they have good discounts on stuff. And she was in the line, and she's just there, like looking at the stuff in the line. She has nothing in her hands, but she's aware of me, and she's just there looking at stuff, just looking around at different things. And I'm wondering, okay, is she in the line? Is she waiting for somebody in the line? I'm going to give her due diligence, right? I'm going to give it maybe 30 seconds of her just looking around, seeing new things to shop. She's aware of the line. I know she is because she saw me at some point and the line was piling up behind me. And then she also looked at the counter, but she didn't move towards the open cashiers. So she's just there walking around and looking at stuff. And at some point I go, excuse me, ma'am, are you in the line? And she goes, oh, yeah, sorry. And she just goes to the cashier with nothing. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my stuff. And she comes back and she starts grabbing at stuff that she left in the line, in the shelves, because that was her stuff. So I don't understand what it is that you don't care. We live in a society, right? We live in a society. So if you're in a line, you need to understand the rules of the line. If you're going to peruse when you're not in a line because you're holding people down. And again, I've had videos on this. You're demoting the economy. All right, by holding people down. Because I could be going there, I could be purchasing stuff, but instead I have to wait for your dumb, old, dehydrated ass, right? Whatever her name is, Gretel. I'm not a fan of that, right? So when we're in a line, I think as a society, unfortunately, I think we're getting to the point where we need to be taught basic things. I never got taught how to wait in a line, right? We just did it. They told us in elementary school one day, hey, just, go behind each other. And then you learned how to deal in a line, right? And then that's how you did it. You went to the cafeteria and you lined up, and then you were good because you understood the rules of the line. You're going in a line for a purpose. But I think once you hit the age of, I want to say 65 years old, you just stop caring about the people around you and you forget that you're in a society. So you just go, oh, I'm just going to hold up the line for my own stuff. I think this is another reason why we deserve COVID. Today, I should have called this the Why We Deserve COVID episode. PigCast number 1, Why We Deserve COVID-19. Based on the fact that we're just terrible people. We're terrible people, and we're self-centered. And I'm here trying to promote the line, trying to get people efficiently through it. Right? Hi, excuse me, ma'am. And she's just there holding it back because she doesn't understand the concept, the simple concept of a line. My goodness, communism sounds better and better. It really does. Unlisted videos don't affect the algorithm according to my 10-second research. Oh, there you go. I'm going to mail you a couple of Che Guevara shirts through Amazon. Yeah, I'll wear them, ironically. Well, here's the thing. If I wear those out here, depending on where I go, right, you might get some, which is weird because if you're Cuban, you should be very anti-Che Guevara. But you find some of the young ones tend to, want to put on their shirts and put on the paraphernalia, right? Thinking he was a good guy and a revolutionary. And you wonder, it's like, man, I want to see what your mother has to think about that, or your father or your grandfather. I'm pretty sure your grandfather would just walk slowly towards you and try to choke you out with his old decrepit hands, if he could, seeing somebody wear that shirt unironically. There was I forgot what singer wore it once at one of these VMAs, and my mom saw that. To this day, she goes, yeah, I remember that fucking guy wearing that shirt. To this day, she brings it up every time she sees the shirt. I think it was Santana. My mom, she canceled Santana in her mind. Santana makes tremendous music because of wearing a Che Guevara shirt on a VMA or whatever the fuck. To this day, she brings it up. Not safe in Florida. Definitely not. You can get away with it in certain parts. I would say the whiter parts, right? You go to the like the country clubs where people don't really know about that per se. Not the country clubs, but the country like music clubs, which there's a couple. Okay, I'm hearing noises outside. I don't know if I feel comfortable. But definitely not safe. If you wear that in a place called Versailles, you're fucked. Versailles is a very Cuba forward. It's where I've done a live stream. I've done a live ham radio live stream on there. Interviewed a couple, or I think one person who was kind of weird. He had he was old and 70, but he had he had abs, right? And he told me that he walked I think 15 miles from wherever the fuck he lives to protest. This was during the elections. So that was a fun time. That you'll probably get killed. And with good reason. I think with good reason. So thank you for that offer. Steve Brooksy. Funnily enough, coming from Steve Brooks, right, who would be very anti that. Larry Isley says, might as well go full Logan's Run. Yeah, might as well at this point. We might as well just go to one of those old, whatever dystopia, right, to beat a dead horse, one of those terms. We might as well go back to that sort of life. Sell out for a week. What else did I have here? I know I had some other topics. The best magic account on TikTok. So I've talked about this guy many times before, and I wasn't able to show you his account. Before. And I always said Kyle B, right? So his name was Kyle B. And what he does is that there's a very common trend on TikTok where a magician, and I've done one like this, and I regret it to this day. Right, so I'm growing from my mistakes. I'm learning and growing from my mistakes, my friends. So, but what they'll do is that they'll put up a video doing a magic trick, right? Like, oh look, the ribbon and the fucking ring. I'm gonna pull the ring through the ribbon, and it goes through magically. And then you'll have a bunch of comments where they say, oh, it's a shell. There's a shell, and you're taking out the other one. That's the shell, but the ring is really still held on the ribbon. The method, right? They'll put the method out there. And what the magician will do is that they'll scurry through the comments and they'll find the most ridiculous one, right? They'll find the one that's just stupid, where a guy goes, "Oh no, the secret is that you have a trap door in the rope, and the rope has magnets," and then they'll make a comment video responding to that, saying, "No, there's no magnets," and they always do it fucking cringy as shit, right? So Kyle B does, this legend, this beautiful man, what he does is that he will take the video of the magician trying to, defend a trick, and he'll just, he'll fuck him up. He'll respond to him showing the actual method and saying, "You're a liar. You're an asshole." So let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about here. The perfect example. Let's see. Let's go for, he's always ranking on Kyle Marley. And I believe that Kyle Marley blocked him, right? So let me see if he's showing one of his videos. Yeah, so he's always clowning on him, and that's fucking hysterical. See if I could show you what I'm talking about here. Look at that. Production value. You got to put on the headphones, right? Maybe I should get some wireless headphones for this shit. But so it's this guy right here, right? Kyle B on TikTok. This is my favorite account. I don't think I know of a gayer person, right, than this individual. I keep saying that every time I mention him, just because he just comes in, and you see that he comes in, he goes, "Hi guys, I'm gonna show you something magical," and you're like, "Okay, I get it, dude." But my favorite account, by far my favorite account. So let me show you an example of what I'm talking about here.
This is the key and wooden block puzzle. See if you can figure it out.
Hello. Challenge accepted. Hold my apple juice.
Fuck.
Here is your wooden toy. The chain is going through the wood, but you don't have to be so dramatic about it. You just need to pull on the chain, and it automatically goes to the other side, and also still going through the wood. But there was something I did not tell you about this piece of wood. Oh, it has a secret, and it has a magnet. Why is there a magnet? Because the chain is made of metal, and it goes along the back of the wood, giving the illusion that the chain is going through the wood. And when I pull on the chain, I quickly turn the piece of wood, and you think that the hole has moved, but it hasn't. It just holds the chain on the back, right here. Did I figure it out? Bye.
Oh, wrecked. And he does this all the time. With magicians that try to get away with responding. My favorite one was the watch guy, right? This is one that I've mentioned before many times as being one of the cringy things. When the card to watch was popular on every fucking social media platform, that everybody was doing it, because you turn a playing card into a watch, right? And you had all the magicians going, no, that's not how it's done, because people were correctly figuring out the method. That's a flap. It's a fucking flap. Right, so this is the one that really made me a fan of his, which is against this guy who probably has the most cringy reaction to a person watching his video, a rebuttal, right? Oh fuck, just yeah.
Oh, honey baby sugar doll, yes, I absolutely can show you the back of the watch.
No, you can't show the back, because the back has a fake card. See, the card folds with a piece of fish wire, and when you let it go, it snaps. And what happens is this fake card also has pieces of magnet that's on the back of this watch, which is made of metal. And when you let it go, it disappears. So when you do this in reverse, you flip it up, open this, hold the top, cover everything with your freaking hands, and then you say, "Look, I have a card. It's now a watch." You see, you can't show the back. Or you can go like this and then show the back. It's not rocket scientist, people. Go to AliExpress.com. It's called Watch This. It costs like $20. Peace.
Oh, honey.
I think that's before he started figuring, because he had his account wasn't necessarily magic related before, and then he did that one and figured out, oh, people love this shit. So that one, I think that's the straightest one that I've seen him do, where he's the most, the appearance, the most hetero person there. But then eventually he figures out, you know what, no, people want me to be myself, which I'm all for, because again, it's magicians responding to people with the correct method. You're putting it out there almost as a challenge. So obviously people are going to look it up and figure out the method. So when you go and you look for the comment that happens to be the one that is the craziest, most far off not way of doing a trick, that offends me, right? That offends me, not as a magician, as a person. Because who are you trying to fool? What are you trying to do at that point? You're being an asshole, a cynic asshole. So you have people like this come along and be like, no, this is how it's actually done. He's a liar. He's a liar, pants on fire. And yeah, I know in magic we're lying, but there's a difference, right? When you go through and you select the one thing that happens to coincide with, or the one thing that's ridiculous as shit, and then that's the one that you go for. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's see the other one here. Oh, fuck me, dude. Yeah, just looking at some of these magicians. This one's another one.
Guys, I'm not spinning it in my hand.
Hello?
What happened to Kyle Marley, by the way? What happened to him? I remember seeing like some old stuff. He had some crazy stuff before with like the magma in the hand. And then I think he sold his soul to the TikTok gods. Because every time I see him come up, it's like he's doing the loud, I'm trying to get the attention of children thing. Ugh. Right, and he had these crazy stuff. He had like this trick where he had a pad of paper and it had a cup with a straw, and then he put the straw out, like crazy shit, like good visual shit. And then now all I see is him doing cringe stuff on TikTok, and I think he sold his soul to the TikTok gods. He did what's the name of the Sean Does Magic, right? Oh fuck, that's another one. Thankfully, I didn't pull up any of his stuff because I wouldn't want to actively watch that live. Because I feel like the expletives that'll come out of my mouth would be enough to actually ban the channel. But see what I mean, though? He does this shit here. Like, he's doing the loud, hey, guys, this sort of stuff. Like, I'm going to fucking dye my hair and paint my fucking nails. And then, mind you, the other guy, Kyle B, has his nails painted. But he feels more manly. He feels more like an actual man here. Send some photos. Oh, you sent me some photos here. Manel, I'll check these out after this particular video. But you see what I mean by selling the soul for the TikTok gods? Let's see here.
You guys, I'm not spinning it in my hand.
Hello? Let me see if I have that.
God, he's such a fucking
Bag of tricks. Sleight of hand. Saw a woman in half.
He's flexing, right?
Catch a bullet in your mouth. Tricks that you tell people are magic but are really only simple optical illusions?
Whoa.
Right there. Got it. This is called a wonder wire. It's a simple spiral wire that slides in and out of your fingers. When you slide your fingers, it looks like you're turning it, but you're not. You're just sliding your finger from the inside to the outside, and it gives the illusion that it's never ending. So yes, you're not turning it in your hand, but it is turning in your hand. You're just not twisting your fingers.
Oh.
Can you figure it out? Bye.
You guys, I'm not spinning it in my...
Oh, God, that buy is fucked. Let me tell you, that buy is definitely fucked. I feel like once you hear that, you know you've done goofed. Let me go back here. Oh, but you see what I mean? It's that sort of I guess I don't want to say ego, but yes, it's not a good look. You're looking for the one that obviously is the least likely. The most ridiculous guess as to what the trick could be, and you go, no, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that. Of course not. Ray Charles could have figured that out, and he's black. Dead. He's black. Ray Charles is black. It's number 3, Piggy. Okay, as far as the pictures are concerned. But it says, Past Magic is the worst, says Steve Brooksy. Let's look him up. Past Magic. Let's see. The Hildebrand guy is pretty rough, too. The guy with the honey baby sugar doll, like, oh, God. That one's rough. Past Magic. So I'm looking it up on TikTok. 3.5. Let's see. They're all doing the same shit. They all have the same fucking tricks, man. Let's check this guy out real quick. Look at that. Look at the production value transitions. Crazy. You don't see that from Past Magic or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. Let's see his stuff. I hate this because usually the sounds they use are like copyright. So we'll hope that I don't get absolutely fucked here. Let's see a video that has a lot of views. All of them have a lot of views, but let me see which one has like an absurd amount of views. Usually one of them hits like 1 million. No, no, none so far. Okay, so he just has a lot of videos with. Okay, well, let's check this one out.
My brother loves me. Wait, what? I am tall. What do you guys think? I have to show an embarrassing photo at the end of this video. Please don't go in. The person watching will help make this video go viral. Come on. Let's go. Hit that share button. Finally, everybody watching will hit like and follow. Let's go. Help me out. My brother loves me.
Thank you for that, Steve Brooksy. Thank you for recommending that. I appreciate that. That definitely made me feel like I don't want to run into the nearest mall and change some lives. What the fuck is that? Like, that's the most low energy shit I've ever seen in my life, right? Like, let's go is supposed to have, like, let's do it. Let's fucking go. But this guy managed to say it with the least amount of energy. And it seems like he's done it. So he's done that same fucking, okay, so once here. He already did that one. Then he did it again here.
I'm funny. I'm strong. I have to show a video of me working out. Fine, at the end of the video, I get all the girls. Everyone watching will help make this video go viral.
Yeah.
Let's go, hit that share button. Finally, everybody watching will hit like and follow. Come on. Let's go, help me out. I'm funny.
Is this like a pick-me guy? Is that a pick-me guy? I don't know if you've heard of pick-me girls, but pick-me girls are like the, oh my God, I'm so ugly. I just don't know how I could survive being this ugly. And of course, you have some guy that goes, nah, girl. Nah, man, you beautiful, man. You beautiful. You my boo. You're the best thing ever. It's like a pick-me, but for dudes. It's like, oh, I have to show you a video of me working out. Oh, I hope I don't get this in. Oh, it's in. Now I have to reluctantly show you a video of me working out. Oh, this is unacceptable. Or, could you imagine how many times the guys filmed the like one where he's like, oh, now you have to smash the like. Oh, God. How'd you find that one, man? How'd you find that? That's rough. That's definitely rough. And the worst part is that the algorithm shows you shit like that, right? So you find the algorithm, or you're there scrolling enough. If you happen to be a Magic fan and you look at enough Magic videos, then you start getting recommended the true shit, which is that sort of stuff. Fuck me, dude. Thank you for that. Now I'm sure I'm gonna be fucking recommended this guy forever. Let's see this one. Let's see this one again. Let's see another one. Believe it or not, these are 3 separate videos that I'm gonna show you.
I'll be more famous than Charlie D'Amelio? There's no way. I have to show an embarrassing photo? Please don't go in. Fine, at the end of the video. Everyone watching will subscribe to my YouTube channel? Come on, please. Let's go, PAS Magic. Everyone watching will help make this video go viral? Come on. Can you at least hit the share button, help me out? Finally, everybody watching hit like and follow? Come on, please. Let's go, help me out. I'll be more famous than Charlie D'Amelio? There's no way.
Fucking great. Fucking great. What I thought he was going to do there, which is like, oh, now I have to show an embarrassing photo of me? And it's just him like, oh, so embarrassing. I can hardly contain my embarrassment. Like, what? But that's close enough because he looked like he had an athletic injury there. So that's telling what he thinks. He's telling the thoughts a lot with that particular picture. He's saying, oh, I get injured because of sports. You know, I do sports. Oh, it's so embarrassing. I can't believe I have to show you this. A video of me working out. Oh, shit. I thought that was a fucking cockroach. It's a fucking shadow. I almost lost my shit. God, thank you for that. Let's see these pictures that you sent, Manel. You sent me quite a bunch. I know you said you were going to send them. Whoa. Okay, that's hot. So what you did here, you had some spades, but you dropped an unk there, and you, oh, fuck. Yeah, this is hype, man. I also like this one because you got the designs in there. I don't know if I could show this here. Let me see. Let's do some, I don't know if it's going to do the shit, but this is fucking hot, man. Oh, look at that. All white. Yeah, dude, look at that. That's the sort of production value that I'm going for on this show. But it's a spade with the unk symbol on it. And fucking tremendous. Let me save it so I could zoom in. But that's fucking fire, man. And again, I told you before that your King of Spades is my wallpaper. Look at that. Is that a little bit full of shit? Right? When my own depiction is my wallpaper of my phone. Like anytime I open it up in front of somebody, they're like, "Oh, is that you?" Like, yeah. Is that kind of full of shit? I feel like that could be misconstrued as full of shit. Let's go back here. Let's go to 2. No, 1. That's how I get. That's how I accidentally fucking show something that I shouldn't, like my hardcore pornography. This is the stupid stream we've ever had. Sorry, I meant shittiest. Thank you for that, oxymoron. I appreciate that. I appreciate that sort of commentary. That's my favorite commentary that I get, or my favorite comment that I get on any one of my videos. It's tremendous comments based on, this is a positive stream, all right? Do I have to turn into Dark Side Phil, where I mentioned positivity? That's another one that I wanted to do another video on. Dark Side Phil. He's a character. And I think that it's a good, I would say a good case study as to the worst that humanity has to offer. And in him and his streams, what he's done is that he's correlated positivity with tips, right? Tips, you get tip streamers on Twitch. So he's oh, the stream's not very positive, guys. The stream hasn't been very positive, but he means that they haven't paid him, right? That's the fun part about his stream. So he's managed to find little ways like that. Steve Butch is a pig says the shittiest stream we didn't deserve, but the shittiest stream we also didn't need. Says Butch is the pig. Maybe, but nobody needs a stream, really, right? Nobody really needs anything apart from water and some nutrition. So this is just a bonus. I don't know what's going on. Let me see it's like what product is that? I can't even tell at this point. They're all Japanese commercials, by the way, that's in the background. Next time what I should do is I should just move it sideways. I should just turn it sideways so you could see more of that. But that might be more distracting. So that's funny. International Studies says, so this is what your career has come to? Thank you for that, International Studies. Let's see, dude. You could probably get a federal grant from possibly the Endowment for the Arts to do a documentary on Dark Side Phil, right? I think so. I think you'd probably get more money if you report him, though, to like the IRS. I think that would probably be, you probably get like some sort of, what do you call this? Not a grant, but like a bounty, I'm sure. There was a guy that made a lot of money when he was reporting thoughts, like e-thoughts, to the IRS because they weren't reporting their Snapchat earnings. And he made a killing on that. Let's see. So next time you show a Vanish shows my spick coming out there. So next time you show a Vanish, I'm going to pick something like an overly complicated mechanical device to expose you in the comments. Feel free to make a video rebutting me. Yeah, that's what I want, though. But that's what I like about what Kyle B's doing, right? That he's smashing the ego that these magicians possess, right? They're coming in thinking, oh, I'm going to just show you. And they're all, by the way, store-bought shit. That's the part that I hate. Carl Marley is very talented when it comes to coming up with stuff, but he sold his soul to the TikTok devil, right? He's doing the whole, like, I'm going to scream to get the kids' attention. I'm going to have colorful stuff. And it works, right? It worked. It worked for YouTube for a long time until they put the fucking kibosh on that, the kibosh, until they decided, hey, you know what? This is kind of, this is not good behavior here. You're exploiting children for views. But what I like about Kyle B is that he's smashing them down. They have these overly inflated egos. And of course, people are going to figure out the methods, right? That's the point. And you have, I guess, the internet to blame for that. And things like Fool Us. Or the fact that you're coming off as confrontational in the video, right? You're like, you're never going to believe this scientific thing. That if I just grab this and move it here, the hole moved. You're making a very extraordinary claim that's very easy to refute. So I like that. That's why I'm a fan. Every time he puts up a video, I'm on top of that. Let's see. Let's go back to this. The ones with Magician Shin get recommended on Insta. Is that another one? Magician Shin? Unless you're not talking about Shin Lim there. But the past magic is pretty rough, right? I guess he's doing somebody else has done that with like little balls and shit, that they throw like balls in a cup, and if it lands in there, you have to smash the like. There was another guy that did videos where he would say, oh, sorry, that noise that you hear every once in a while, it's just a new subscriber to my TikTok account. So just ignore that. And then people started copying that. So you had a bunch of people doing that same exact shit. I don't fucking get it. This guy sounds like a Cuban Gilbert Gottfried. Get a little zoom in for that, right? Like a Cuban Gilbert Gottfried. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Appreciate that comment. Let's see here. I'm just going through because I kind of ignored the comments going through the videos. Stupid Stream, Past Magic, Magician Shim. I guess I should have looked that up. Rick Lax is a social media pioneer. Chang My Mind. No, Chang My Mind sounds a lot better than Change My Mind. But now it's absolutely should be construed as narcissistic. But Rick Lax. Well, Rick Lax, yeah, he pioneered that whole shit that people started copying with, I'm going to pour like Red Bull on a hammer and turn it into rubber. And then you had Jabrizi and Paul Vu copy the same shit, right? And it's like the way, okay, Rick Lax, I'm not going to say he's a decent guy. Rick Lax is the most full of shit that I've seen of any magician. But at least he was doing something new, I guess, something inventive. Like, he's very creative when it comes to stuff. He's not the most creative, like he's claimed on whatever Fool Us or America's Got Talent. But he's creative, I'll give him that. But you got like Paul Vu coming up, like just straight up copying these guys, doing the pranks where he's like putting this in here so she doesn't realize it, even though she's standing within earshot of me. Literally, I could grab her right now, but she can't hear me. So I'm setting this up for you, the camera, you know? Hey, watch this. Come in. Hey, could you open that can for me? And they open the can and the fucking fluorescent penises blow up out of it. And they go, oh, whoa, that's crazy. You pranked me. No creativity. I just clicked on Past Magic by accident. Oh, Past Magic has a cringy response videos. Oh, fuck. Can you link that somehow? I don't know if you could send that to me on Instagram, right? Maybe. But could you link those? But you said on Instagram. That might be a little bit hard to see because I'm not logged in. But Past Magic has cringy response videos. Let me see if he's responded to him on TikTok. I don't see it. I don't see any response videos. The other ones are the British dudes. There's like a bunch of the British guys that they're under the age of 18, right? And they all do the same sort of stuff where they're like, oh, rate this trick. Oh, showing a trick to my mom. Mom, rate this trick. And it's always the same sort of screaming, I'm trying to get the kids' attention sort of content, which works. It fucking works. I'm bitching at it because I'm an old man yelling at the clouds. But it's fucking working, right? They're getting some notoriety or some clouts on TikTok. But it's still, like okay, something went wrong here. I don't know what went wrong there. I saw them on TikTok too. Okay, so let me see. Because I don't see any response videos so far on this guy's account. So let me go to the thing so you see what I'm looking at here, right? But I don't see any response videos to. I don't even know who Magician Shin is. I don't even know who the fuck that is. So maybe that's also my problem here. But I don't see him somewhere. I'm good at magic. Okay, this is I guess he's doing comments, right? Like he's doing that little card thing to comments. But I still don't see any ones that are cringy. So unless you're a liar, pants on fire, I can't see them. So back to me. Let me see what else I had here on my list of topics. Penguin Magic, already mentioned them, and the cards they sent me, they're actually tremendous. I think they're out on the 5th. So the Penguin Magic gods have told me to make a video before then. Couples arguing, best TikTok account, already mentioned that. ASMR is ridiculous. Hottest girls drive the ugliest cars. Facts. But that shows you my level of creativity when it comes to topics, right? I'll see a couple arguing. I'm like, okay, let me bring that up on a stream. That's a good topic. Let me bring up this old bitch, ASMR, magic. I had a TikTok video come up. So that's another one that I'm like, oh, let me just write this down as a potential topic, and then I bring it up, and it's AIDS. It's the stream equivalent of AIDS. But if you see him, Steve Brooksy, send me I guess a DM on Instagram so I could check it out, because I thrive on magic cringe. I live for magic cringe, and seeing this sort of stuff is what I live for, which is why I'm such a huge fan of Kyle B, because he's out there knocking dicks stiff, right? He's out here showing the fact that they just can't keep getting away with this. They're out here thinking that they could get away with lying and deceitful and doing it in a bad way. I guess, you're deceptive by nature as a magician. But when you're doing it shittily, let me see if I could find this one. This guy's another guy that gets me peeved. This one right here. This guy. This guy's the most magician person I've ever seen in my life.
Hello.
The most magician person I've ever seen in my life. Yes, I intentionally said it that way.
Really great.
But here he mentions as to this, which, by the way, is not really a trick, is it? I feel like you could do this without a gimmick. You could just hold the thing behind and just pull it through really quickly. But he shows that there's a gimmick for this, which to me just seems like the biggest waste.
Did you hear that? Yes, you did, because this is
See, look at that.
a real card.
I don't get, like, what's the need for that?
Holds it together with a little slot.
I'm sure you could do that with,
right there.
without the fucking gimmick. Just pull it through. I'm sure it'll work. I mean, it's not going to look as direct, but put it in a 24 FPS, it's probably going to look like the same shit. Look at that. And then he hits him with the bye. Oh, you were murdered. But yeah, oh, my goodness. Why do you keep pinching your nipples? I keep adjusting my tank top. I keep adjusting my tank top so that my nipple doesn't accidentally pop out from either side, because the nipples are here and the cutoff for the tank top is here. So if I just breathe a little bit in the wrong direction, so I keep adjusting the position of the nipples. I like the shirt is very comfortable. This tank top is very comfortable. However, the problem is that you got some nipple action, right? You got some, look at that. Look at the titty bounce. But you got some nipple action here that I'm not sure if I like. I wish it was a little bit more like the piggy wife beater. The piggy wife beater hides the nipples pretty well. Imagine the change in magic history if Jay Sankey had done blackface. Right? That's the only thing I haven't done yet. Right? Blackface. That's the only thing that I haven't done yet. But everything else I'm sure I've done, as far as terrible jokes that have, apparently no place. I still remember looking through recently, because the new magic set, like the new illusionist set, is coming out in a couple weeks now, and I was looking at the old reviews that for the other kit, and I found a thread on I found a thread on Reddit where somebody posted my my review for the actual thing, and all the comments were directed as to, oh, I appreciate the kit, but PigCake's not what we need in the magic community right now. Like, okay. All right, thank you for that, buddy. And nobody wanted to find it a kit. They were just there shitting on my dick jokes. And my sometimes, racially motivated humor. Again, all humor. All in jest, my friends. But that was a topic. So I can't wait for the Reddit thread for the next set. I can't wait for that one. Assuming that I do get one. I'm going to see if I could finagle Brad. You know what I'm saying? Finagle Brad. Right, this is my move. I'm going to finagle Brad. This is representing his balls, what I'm going to be doing to his balls. And see if I could get the new kit and do a similar review. But I can't wait for the new thread on that one and see what people have to say about it. Again, maybe have a whole deja vu over that. That was quite a fun time. They're not wrong, oxymoron. Well, you're a moron. So I can't take you seriously. I can't take your comments seriously because you're a moron. At least I'm a cake, right? That's kind of cool. And pigs are cute, even though I've learned that they don't stay that way, right? There's a scam apparently where they give you, or you buy a pig and they say, no, it's a pig that stays this small its entire life. And it grows to be 200 fucking pounds. So I'd love to get a little pig, like a little pig pet. Even though I'd hate having a pet because, you grow emotionally attached to it, and then eventually it perishes before you do, and it's just heartache, right? It's just a bunch of heartache that I don't want to inevitably have. So I'm not going to give my love and devotion to a pig pet. But you can't have one because they're massive. They grow massive. Let's see. Jojo ASMR is growing up PigCake. Yeah, that's the other one. That's the other one too, which is kind of weird too, because you remember seeing his original ones from before, his old videos. He's like a kid, he's like a toddler, and he's like, "This is let me show you card tricks." And now he's like, "Fucking," he's got the voice that cracked. He's got the acne. He's going through the pubes. He's going through the pubes that we all did. We have that awkward little like. I used to have a pizza face back in the day, so. I used to have like fucking terrible acne that I was very self-conscious about. I'd fucking rub it stupidly with Neosporin. That made it worse. And I had that. And I remember being ashamed at my pizza face. And it was always oily. Like my face was always like that pubescent oiliness. But you get over it. You get over it. You don't need product. You just get over it once you're 18, 19. If you're 25 and you still got acne, I suggest visiting a dermatologist. But it's very common, so you don't need to feel ashamed for it. It's normal 13 to fucking 18 to get that shit. But you start seeing that right on that. So it's a different JoJo, my friend. It's a different JoJo. PigCake only likes it when they're small. Is there a Dito ASMR doing copycat cards? I was looking up some magic drama for this stream. I was looking up some magic drama. I couldn't find much that I haven't talked about before. I know somebody mentioned one in the Magic Cafe with Jason. I forgot. I can't pronounce his last name. But he's the card guy that doing the Darwin Ortiz stuff. And there was some beef with that. I think Steve Brooksy. I think you're the one that sent it to me. But that's I don't know. I'm not a fan of that beef. I want like confrontational. Like, yo, if I see you at a convention, I want to knock you out. That's the beef that I want to see. I don't want to see beef over like moves and stuff. Like that's lame. But I want to see the beef that gets to the point where they're physically threatening each other. That's what I live for in the Magic community. And there isn't a lot of that. Which could be a good thing, right? It's a good thing for society, for the Magic society. Not a good thing. Not a good thing for my what do you call this? My love of drama. There's drama with Sean Hayden. I made a video on that. Sean Hayden and Craig Petty. Right, if you're not familiar with any of those names, I suggest going out less. But you have Craig Petty that's doing all this stuff, and Sean calls him a chicken, and then Craig makes a response video. But that to me fell flat. That was a drama that I thought would be fun. I'm like, oh yeah, finally, you got Craig Petty, you got Sean, you got a beef that's been 10 years in the making. Not 10 years, but since Craig left the Wizard product review. So I'm like, oh, I thought they were friendly at least. No, based on Craig's videos, they're not friendly. They're not friendly at all. They're just amicable. So I thought this had all the makings of a good beef, but then it kind of sunk. It sunk like a battleship. So it's not it's a beef that gave me a lot of disappointment ointment. I was looking forward to the end of it, but now it's going to be a Magic off that might not even happen at the Magic Circle. Like what I wanted is a boxing fight. That's what I wanted, a boxing match, something where they're both out of their element. Right? Have Sean Hayden versus Craig Petty in a basketball match. Right? Like, that'd be fucking fun. Have them play rugby. You can't really do one-on-one rugby, can you? But like a basketball, like a one-on-one, like a boxing fight, that'd be fun to watch. Like, but something outside of Magic. Like, I don't know. That to me would be better than what they're currently doing, which is having a Magic off. How's that? Again, there's no way to do that because you're not going to have an impartial audience. They're just going to go with whoever they like the most from before, whoever they know the most. So if the audience happens to know Sean, well, guess what? They're going to rate Sean better, regardless of what he does. Let's see. I suggest you visiting a gym. The fat memes. I don't get where you went recently. You had some creativity with your insults, and then you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to call him fat when I'm clearly not fat, you fuck. So I don't get where that came from, that recurring bit. There's a single butch magician. Yeah, but I can't mention their name because then I'm sure that this will get clipped on Facebook where they post a lot. Oh, butcher, not butch. Okay. See what I use. Craig Petty's honest trailers are fucking hilarious. His magic rants are hilarious too. I like the comments. I like the comments too because Craig goes and he always says the same shit, which is, if you don't like cursing, I suggest you don't watch this video. And you still have comments saying, I can't believe you cursed. This is disgusting. And it's like, well, you're just giving him fuel at that point. I got a couple comments like that recently on older videos saying this was fun apart from the blatant cursing and need for it's like shut up. Like what do you live in this bubble where you don't hear any curse words and you're appalled when you hear a curse word? Like, all right, okay, I get it. Jesus fucking Christ. Besides Red, Craig Petty is a better creator. Besides Red, than Sean. But I don't know, man. Well, Craig, obviously, I'm a fan. I mentioned in the video, I was a huge fan of Craig Petty, right? Then he leaves the Wizard product review. I'm like, all right, okay. Whoever they get him to replace, hopefully he's going to be someone that's good. I didn't like Sean for the first year and a half of the stuff. It took a while for me to get acclimated to Sean Hayden. But because you can't compare it to Craig Petty huffing and puffing, and he's there getting all blown up, screaming about some fucking trick, right? Like cutting literally wrestling promos. And then you get Sean, and Sean's there kind of like he's, I would say, more conventional humor, right? But there wasn't any of that like dynamic between Dave and Craig, where Dave was kind of the rational, reasonable, level-headed individual, and you had Craig, who was this, hot-headed guy. And I thought that was a great dynamic. It reminds me of a cigar review show that I used to watch that I got way too invested into their personal lives because I was wondering why they separated. But these two guys that used to do reviews for cigars, and then they made their own channels. And they still live in the same city, right? And they never addressed why it is they specifically don't even follow each other on social media anymore. I forgot what their names were, what the name of the review show was. But I remember seeing that. I'm like, that's how it felt like to me when Craig and Dave separated on the show. And then you got Sean, which is like and then the other guy that's always with like the fucking, like the shades here. Wayne Fox. And I'm like, who's this bloke? Who's this bloke? Right, so I never liked it, but I like him now. I like him now. It took a while, but I like the show. I will still watch it every fucking time it comes out. The instant it comes out, I watch it. But it kind of lost that dynamic that I enjoyed a lot. But it took a bit. But now that you're gonna have a magic off, that's gay. That's gay. I wanted a serious altercation between them, like a tennis match. That'd be fun, right? That's not like a physical when it comes to combat, but you're doing a tennis match. That'd be great to watch. Anything other than Magic, I think would be better. Magic Orthodoxy, hello David, says, could they play chess? How do you think Craig is at chess? Or roller skate race? That'd be great. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Something other than Magic. Chess, I think, would be a little bit too boring. Maybe chess as a part of like a triathlon, right? You have like 3, and the first is chess. Then the second one is like a boxing match, right? You go immediately. You don't rest. You just chess, and then, oh shit, next round, boxing match. And then 2 out of 3, I guess. That'd be more interesting than, I'm going to do some card tricks. Watch my card tricks. I'm going to do my set. Craig's going to do his set. Well, now, okay, because the whole point is visible. Right, the whole point of the beef is visible. So is Sean going to do his normal set and Craig's going to do one trick from visible? How's that going to work? Because this whole beef started off as a whole visible thing. That Craig Petty has that product called Visible, right? A bunch of work on the invisible deck. And Sean's point is that Craig is too chicken for the product to show up on the Wizard product review. So is Craig going to do Visible as his set? Or do a trick from Visible, and then Sean's going to do his regular set? Because that seems a little bit unfair, if you kind of think about it. All the tricks Sean's released aren't that original. Yeah, the other one was the pop, the fucking pop. Look at me, like I'm from Wisconsin. The Coke thing, right? The Coke roulettes, which they brought up because Craig Petty brought that up as like a haha, you've also released shit that doesn't belong to you. But then Sean comes out and says, hey, dude, I got Paul Harris's permission to put this out. So you see how the beef is like, it's a gay beef, right? Sorry to go ASMR there, but it's not an interesting beef. It'd be more interesting if they were to challenge each other to like something like a fight. Why did I know my evil doppelganger would show up once I saw Butchist the pig here? Lol. That's hysterical. Not really the cursing, just the extreme negativity bordering on psychotic violence. Yeah, that I would feel is a better reason to not watch my videos. It's like, yeah, okay, I get the cursing, but you always mention shooting up malls. You know, that's not cool, dude. You know, that I get. If you wrote a comment that way, I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand why that turned you off. But the cursing, come on. Did you hear Craig's rant about someone putting the downloads for visible on YouTube? He was pissed. I haven't seen that one. I haven't checked that one at all. Okay, hold up. So Sorcerer shared a video where he's this guy's doing this thing. Let me see if I could find this. So he sent me this video. Let me hope that opening Chrome isn't going to completely blow up my entire setup here. That'd be wonderful, right? If I open up fucking Chrome and it completely blows up my stuff. Or what I should do is I should just look up Past Magic on Instagram. So Past Magic Instagram and look for the one that matches the thumbnail that you sent me twice. So let's see. Past Magic. I hope I could look at this without having to fucking subscribe, because Lord knows Facebook is notorious for that. Oh, you want to look at this shit? Guess what? You're gonna have to fucking subscribe. So hold up. I'm looking for this one. See all. Oh, come on. Come on. Let me see all the videos, you fuck. Jesus. Does he only have 600 posts? So how come they're not all loading? I'm going to have to fucking click on it. I'm going to have to literally look this up. Where I'm logged in on Chrome. Let's go to Instagram. Right, let's go to Instagram. Speaking of Darkside Phil, he's streaming. Let me go to Instagram. Let me copy your message. I hope that they let me do that. No, I could like it, though. I could like it. God, I fucking hate this. Okay, so let me copy this. Copy. Let me get out of Chrome before it sucks my resources. And let me put this on Edge, which is exactly what I feel like doing to my nuts every time I use Edge as a browser, unironically. I want to edge my nuts. Okay, so this is the one that you mentioned that has somewhat beef on Instagram. So let's go. Let's professionally transition. Right, look at that. Excellent. Excellent, my dude. So let's see.
That's not magic. Do better. Take a pack of blank notes. All you gotta do is wave. Then top one can change to 100. But if I wave again, they could all change into hundreds. If you like this magic, double tap on this video and hit the plus for more.
Okay, so I see what he's doing. He's starting off the first crucial 4 seconds of any TikTok and or Instagram video. Starting it off with somebody else's shit. And then going, that's gay. Let me show you this. And it's also pretty bad. But okay, I see that. That's terrible, though. That's pretty fucking terrible. Asking for a friend. Has anyone ever had a magic off? Is that a thing? I didn't know. I don't know if that's a thing. You know what I used to hear about? Magic battles. Cardistry battles. Right? And you could find those on YouTube. Cardistry battles. I don't want to look one up because I want to see vaginas. But it's like people they're doing like sibbles, right? Like at each other. And then the other guy does a symbol. And it's like horse, but with cards. And they try to match each other and stuff from back in the day. And my favorite thing is in a Brian Tudor video, right? I think I did one a while ago on Brian Tudor. He brings it up. He's like, dude, if anyone wants to battle, I'll battle anyone. Devo. And he calls everybody out that does cardistry stuff. And there's a giant lizard right now. There's a giant lizard I'm looking at. This dude looked like he grew here. I can't change the camera, but there's a pretty big lizard underneath my my computer desk, if you want to call it that, which is really just an IKEA dining room table that I use as that. Let's go through here. Can someone explain what taking a shower is? Nice. A homeless middle-aged punk rocker guy in my neighborhood has a Hitler stash. I believe that. Let's go through here. The cursing. All right, you mentioned that one. That is annoying though. Imagine you have something that you work on, like Visible or any project, and some asshole uploads it to YouTube. Like, that's kind of dicky, very dicky. But you know what? I think that's the stream, my friends. I think that's the stream. I think we've had a good, nice, full-length stream here, right? Hopefully this is how we're going to do them from now on, right? A nice, look at the aesthetic. You have some dynamic range there. Camera looks good. I could show you stuff that I'm interested in, as opposed to before where that wasn't a thing. But I think that's the stream. I think that it was a good one. I appreciate you guys for joining this very first PigCast. I think the next one that I do might be on Wednesday. It might be on Wednesday. So I want to make it maybe a bi-weekly thing, or maybe when I get back to ham radio, do one pig one and then one ham radio one. So that way, because I enjoy doing these. I enjoy doing these a lot. So what advice can I give you? And here's the best part. I don't have to stand up and go to the camera to turn it off. I could just turn it off from here. Right? That's what I want. That's what I've always wanted. I didn't want to have to deal with going behind and turning it off. That's a terrible dynamic. Whereas this is professional, right? It's not dynamic. I'd say the other one is dynamic. Sorry, I misspoke. This one is more professional. It's not super dynamic because it's the same that everybody else does, but it looks better, and that's what I like. But apart from that, man, you know what? I guess I'll see you next Wednesday. See you next Wednesday. Right? Or see you next Tuesday. Is that cunt? See you next Tuesday. Yeah. So let's see if this works here.